Not bad from the top. This was fired to cone 6. Top temperature, I believe, around 225. And let's see, it is sitting at 185 right now. So I will definitely need some gloves. Okay, the outside was glazed in 1 coat of Spectrum Tapenade, I believe you say it, and 2 coats of Spectrum Pearl White with 1 coat of Dark Jungle on the rim. Let's see if I can get this lined up. Pretty big bowl. So in this 818, as you saw, it took up that whole first shelf. So just some hints of blues, grays, purples in there. And texture on the inside and the outside. There will be a video coming on that one. That was just a little sample. So, unfortunately for me, I did put my cones too close to the wall, but the 6 was definitely going over, and the 5 was going to be all the way over. So, definitely hit cone 6. These are the Bailey's Red 2 from John Britt's book. What is it? Exploring Mid-Range Glazes. Whatever his mid-range glaze book is. So these are very pretty. You can see I'm getting some red and some nice crystals. This was not a slow cool program, although I did do a hold just to make sure we didn't get any blisters. Unfortunately, I hear some pinging in there. Never the sound we want to hear. Okay, shelf number 2. Well, this is a bit of a surprise because that glaze is a totally different color from every other time I've used it. Okay, let's get this out. I may have to let this cool a little bit and come back to it later. We'll have to see. So, this is a studio glaze I have. It is very, very pretty. Although, and this is 2 coats on the inside, or 1 coat poured, I can't quite remember. And this was 1 coat brushed, and this is the color it normally goes. So I guess I'm not minding it as much as I was initially when I saw it. Although it is pinging, which is never a good sign, and this is what it usually does. So obviously it does not like the cone 6 firing. That's the first time I've put it in a cone 6. I've only ever done it in a hot 5.5 before. Now this is a little test that I wanted to do on my matte glaze. Oh boy, that is not good. Picked up a little bit of something off something. Looks like I got a bit of a clay blister. So that's just my studio matte on a buff clay. Now these are all test tiles, so I think what I will do is take them all out and I will show them to you at the end rather than trying to show you everyone right now. Okay, this is definitely green. I did a little plate with some gnomes on for St. Patrick's Day. There will be a video tutorial coming on that. It is nice with the little gnomes breaking brown, and there are some blues and greens in there, which is gorgeous. Probably in hindsight I should have used holly green from Spectrum instead of nori green, and it would have been a little, showing the texture a little more. This is Wild Aster by Clayscapes, just some little trinket dishes for Valentine's Day. I did these as much for glaze tests as anything, and I've got texture on both sides. Love the little hearts and the love. And this is Buttercup, I believe it is, from Clayscapes. It is a bit more yellow than I thought it would be. This is the first time I have put it on my buff clay. This one on this little trinket dish that has texture front and back is Lily of the Valley, again by Clayscapes. Just some cool little trinket dishes. Nice to have those, oh, it's so noisy, sorry. Nice to have those little inexpensive gifts for people to pick up, or at the market if somebody just wants to get something small. And this, of course, is the one that I did not write down the glaze, which is unfortunate because it is very pretty. I will go through the glazes on the shelf and see if I can figure it out, and I will put it in the description. Okay, on to the last shelf. Okay, this is looking not too bad, although that glaze did the same thing on my butter keepers, which is sad because I don't want them to craze. This looked like it crawled, but it didn't. This is 2 coats of honey flux all over, and then 1 coat of Poppy Fields. I think that's a Jungle Gem by Mako. Poppy Fields on the rim. It gave some very pretty colors, and it put a bit of a, there's a bit of a pink hue on that. So very happy with that. I think that is quite stunning. I needed that after the previous disappointment. And I have 2 butter keepers. And the true test, will they fit? Oh, beautiful. So again, that is a studio glaze I mix up. I can't even remember where I got the recipe. It seems on that bowl that I had to take in the other room because it was driving me crazy in here with the pinging. It seems it's only crazing where there was no texture. These with texture are not crazing. Now this one, I knew it was a different style I wanted to do, and I'm not crazy about it. I'm probably not doing it. So unfortunately, this will be my butter keeper. Isn't that always the way? It does fit, but it doesn't fit every single way. And I knew that before I put it in. But again, the glaze shows the texture very nicely. And then more test tiles, but these cones on the bottom. So 5 definitely hit, and, or actually no, 6 hit, and 7 was halfway bent. Let's turn this around this way. So definitely a cone 6 firing on this one. Not making my studio glaze happy at all. And then there are just a few more test tiles. I will insert a picture if I can get them all organized before I post this video. And then if anybody has any questions about any of the glazes, then please just put that in the comment section and I will get that information out there. Thank you very much for joining the Twisted Tree Frog Kiln Unload. It is always an exciting time. If you enjoy the channel, I would appreciate if you subscribe and like, and hit that notification bell, and you will know when all the videos drop. So thank you very much for joining. Have a wonderful day. See you next time in the studio.